the lights. That is a new European squat record for Durrance Kengamu of Great Britain. Breaks the ground. 3 white lights, a good lift, and he's made a difficult job for Enahoro now. He breaks the floor with it! Oh! Wow!
What a competition!
Yeah, my oh my. I mean, to even break that off of the floor is a feat in itself.
I know they didn't think that we would take it this far.
Hello and good afternoon. We are at the 2024 European Open Classic Powerlifting Championships here in Velika Gorica, Croatia. I'm Amelia Potter, and this afternoon I'm joined by Alexander Torinidis.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with you, Amelia.
And this afternoon for you are in for a treat. We have the 69 kilo women and the 105 kilo men, the A groups. We had the B groups earlier today, and those were great sessions in themselves. We saw some really fantastic lifting. Of course, the first flight of people we will see will be the 69s, as you see the running order as it appears on the screen, with of course crowned champion currently Mark Jenner, Ludovine Delos, Jordan Bright with the 3 heaviest squats. We're in for a treat, I think.
Yeah, and we had this morning Ivana Horna making her great debut after 1 year of injury and totaling 512.5. So the question is, will she be on the podium? At the end of the day, we'll see. It will be really excited to see that.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. And she's recently broken her arm, so I think that was her first competition back after that.
Yeah, totally.
So we count down now to our first lifter of this A group. And that will be Rosalia Vega Lestegas from Spain. 145 kilos. Opening just 10 kilos below her max. Quite new to the sport, or competing at least. She's been competing for 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years is... You can break your PR really easily at this point.
Lovely and deep there. Nice looking opener for Rosalia, and a good lift, 3 white lights.
Yeah, best way to start a competition for Rosalia. Rozhnia Kovacs Aleta of Hungary now, 160 kilos for her opening attempt. This is just 5 kilos below her best. So opening quite near that. See how this moves for her. Of course, she's safe with the Czech sporting team. Some big guys.
Now it moves well. Let's wait for the lights.
Yeah, let's wait for it.
Yeah, and 2-1, a good lift. Does get a depth call from that far side referee, so let's have a look at that again in the replay. You can see the depth a little better from this angle. It's definitely on the border. It looks better from that angle, but she's not going to want to go any higher than that for sure. We now have Marketa Harjunen from Finland, 167.5 kilos. been competing for 8 years, so very experienced athlete.
Yeah, total PB at 466 and having a squat PB at 185.5, which I assume can be a national record.
Two to one, a good lift. Just gets a depth call from the center referee. Have a look at that from the side. Yeah, she gets whites from the side referees, and that's really who you're going to want the white from. They can see the best. Tasman Campbell now of Great Britain, 170 kilos. I was shocked to learn she's recently become an M1. So has a shot of breaking the M1 record, which is 180.5 kilos. Oh, lovely easy opener there for Tasman. 3 white lights, a good lift. And I think she's well in range to potentially break that European M1 record. And the world record in the M1 is only 187.5. Well, I say only. I mean, comparatively to where the European one is, it's slightly higher.
Yeah.
We now have Signe Elisabeth Belden Pavlovich of Norway, 170 kilos, just 7.5 kilos below her personal best.
And she's a Master 1 as well.
Yeah, so perhaps 2 people fighting for that Masters record today.
Yeah, will be interesting to watch.
Moved well. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Yeah, quite solid start for her.
Yeah, they're both well within reach, so it'll be really exciting to see where they end up on their second and thirds. Now, though, we have Raffaella Jungmann from Austria, 172.5 kilos.
Yeah, she's competing for 9 years, having a squat PB at 185 kilos.
Now that moved really nice and quickly. Lovely looking opener and 3 white lights, a good lift. And we are flying through these squats. There's 4 remaining, first of which Romy van Vienen from the Netherlands, 175 kilos, 3 red plates aside. PB is 182.5, so just 7.5 kilos off of that now. Fresh out of the juniors at 24 years old.
Yeah, I've been lifting for only 3 years and already having some huge numbers.
Oh, lovely and deep. Wow, a lovely opener there. 3 white lights, a good lift, and her first debut in the Opens, and to be in the A flight is very impressive itself.
Oh yeah.
Coming out now, we have Jordan Bright of Ireland, who's a phenomenal squatter. She herself is just into the Opens as well. I believe this is her first Open Euros. 177.5 kilos. Again, incredibly impressive. She's shot straight into the A group here. But yeah, she has a really lovely squat in her. Let's see how 177.5 moves.
Wow, that was well executed. She looks like a quality little lifter and a good lift. 3 white lights.
Yeah, really strong start there for Jordan. Her PB is 190, so very, very strong squatter. Our penultimate opener now, another lifter who's straight out the juniors. The juniors are beginning to take over now as they head into the opens. Ludovine Delo of France, 180 kilos, opening just 4.5 kilos below her squat PB. Clearly made a lot of progress as she entered the opens.
Yeah. She has squatted nearly 200 kilos on training, but let's see how she goes here. The international competition is, of course, not the same as the training. So let's see how she managed the pressure.
Now moved well, and if you've seen her squat before, that's pretty quick for her. 2 to 1, a good lift. From the front angle, it did look a little bit above the border, but let's look from the side, where usually it's easier to tell, as the jury will be looking as well. Oh, it's definitely on the line. I think the jury might overturn that, and they have, unfortunately. She just needs to sink it a little bit further, but she's got the strength to do so. In any case, our final opener, and it's the current European champion, Marte Jenner from Norway, opening on 180 kilos. It was a phenomenal battle in the 69s in Estonia.
Yeah, great champion.
Of course, Clara and Annie both aren't here today, but I'm sure we'll be promised a good fight nonetheless. Lovely and deep. Easy looking opener for Marta. 3 white lights, a good lift, and a comfortable opener, and it should be, at 17.5 below her best.
Yeah. Oh, she's showing a lot of strength today, and she looks like in great shape and ready to give it all.
Yeah, and being the current standing champion, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
And that concludes our opening attempts. We move straight through now into the second. And we have Rosalia Vega Lestegas, 152.5 kilos, a 7.5 kilo jump to leave her just 2.5 below her current squat PB.
Nicely done.
Yeah, really nice and controlled there the whole time. 3 white lights, a good lift. I think she might be in for a new personal best on her third. Rosniai Kovacs Aleta now from Hungary, 170 kilos, a 10 kilo jump from her opener, and this will be for a 5 kilo personal best should she make this. Stands it up. Let's wait for the lights. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Yeah, it was definitely on the line, but this time 3 referees said that it's good, so the jury cannot overrule, obviously.
Yeah, it does look a lot better from the side. I think it's just one of those squats that from the front looks a little borderline.
Yeah.
Marketa Hajunen now from Finland, 175 kilos for her second attempt, a 7.5 kilo jump from her opener.
The 3 red plates. Milestone for a lot of athletes.
Just 10.5 kilos below her PB, which I imagine is or was a Finnish squat record. A little bit of work, but manages to stand it up.
Good lift, 2 to 1.
Yeah, gets a depth call from the far side referee. This is the side she gets the depth call, so let's have a look. definitely on the board. And the thing is, she dips in and out so fast.
Yeah, for this one it will be okay for the jury, but she will have to take care on her third attempt.
180 kilos for Tasmin Campbell now, which is just half a kilo below the European record. Which begs the question why perhaps they didn't go for 181, but perhaps just waiting for that third attempt.
Yeah.
Maybe wants to push for the European and World all in one. This will be a 5 kilo personal best. Let's see how this moves for her, to see where she can build towards her third. And it's looking good.
Yeah, great call, I think, by the GB team.
2-1, a good lift. A depth call from the center referee, but the two sides are happy, which usually bodes well.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at that anyway. Yeah, that seems okay
Deep
to
enough,
me.
of course.
And I think that's what they're planning, is just looking at the world record there instead of the European.
Yeah.
Because she'll get both in one.
And you don't want to lose skill because you're in a battle as well for medal contention overall. So
Raffaella Jungmann now from Austria, 180 kilos, a 7.5 kilo jump from her opener. Very snappy.
oh, yeah. Has to be the Austrian style. 3 white lights, it's a good lift.
Bar is loaded for Signe Elisabeth Belden Pavlovic of Norway, 180 kilos, a 10 kilo jump from her opener, and a 2.5 kilo PB. Again, just like Tasmin, not gone for the chip on this one. Maybe looking to see what Tasmin puts in for her third and to push and chip that. Let's see how this moves. Ooh. It seemed pretty hard for her. I don't know if they grabbed her before she dipped, but these spotters and loaders are absolutely fantastic at what they do, so I'm sure they didn't. And the coach and her don't seem too upset, so I think that was the right decision.
Yeah, she lost balance
Yeah.
right here. Yeah. Totally.
Oh, they're so good, aren't they?
Yeah, great catch by the Czech spotter team. The best team in the world, I think.
But that doesn't bode too well for going for that record for her third, but we'll have to see. Now, Ludovine Delot of France, 185 kilos. Missed it on her opener for depth. Got overturned by the jury.
Yep.
It's gone up 5 kilos anyway, which would be half a kilo more than her personal best. Now, this can be a risky strategy, but
Yeah,
let's hope it
totally.
pays off for her, because she is in contention for a medal overall.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to lose kilos, but on the other side, you don't want to put yourself in trouble, you know? So 5 kilo jump seems like a reasonable one. Let's see how it moves. So just have to fit the standards.
And that looked better already.
Right there, yeah.
And it looked a little bit harder, and it was heavier, so let's hope it's good. And it is. 3 white lights, a good lift, and she can breathe a sigh of relief
Yeah,
as
good
the
call.
risk paid off. ...185 kilos for Romy van Vienen from the Netherlands, a 10 kilo jump. And this will be a 2.5 kilo personal best on her second, should she make this. Everybody has a successful squat on the board now, which is great to see. This puts her into squat gold for the time being. Wow, and it seemed pretty easy for her.
Yeah, quite comfortable and really convincing by the way she squats. The depth is rich, no problem, and 3 white lights, good lift.
Of course, we still do have 2 lifters to follow and the third round of squats, but that is including the whole B flight from this morning that she's already jumped ahead of there. And looking to move into that gold position here is Jordan Bright from Ireland, 187.5 kilos, a 10 kilo jump. just 2.5 below her PB. Definitely in a good place for a squat medal.
Yeah, she looks ready. This will put her on first place at the time being, of course.
A little bit of a sticking point in the middle, but still stood it up, locked it out, and got 3 white lights. Moves into squat gold for the time being, with only 1 lifter to follow in the second round of squats. We now have Marte Jenner from Norway, 190 kilos, a 10 kilo jump, and this moves her from 7th in squat to 1st in squat heading into 3rd attempts.
Yeah, we told you that this weight class is really stacked, and just with 10 kilos jumping from the 7th to the 1st place, and she's more than able to do that, of course. She's a champ.
Yeah, that looked really fantastic. 3 white lights, a good lift, and moves into squat gold heading into 3rd attempts. My brain's just turned back on and I've realized why Tasmin and that didn't go for the extra kilo. And of course this is an open championship, so they can't chip a master's record here.
Oh yeah,
I think both of us are a bit tired for getting that there, but of course this is an open championship, so they can only chip an open record.
Yeah.
So she will, if she gets it, snatch it with her second, but for now, a third. But for now, Rosalia Vega Lestegas, 157.5 kilos, 5 kilo jump from her second for 2.5 kilo PB. Should she make this? Oh, fantastic 3rd attempt. She lets out a scream of joy.
Yeah, and 3 white lights, a good lift. Great performance. Coach looks satisfied. And of course, you have to play the match because nearly 20 athletes, so every place is worth to take.
Aleta Rosnai Kovacs now from Hungary, 175 kilos. 5 kilo jump from her second. This will be for a new personal best. So fight, and she stands it up. It's always deceiving from that angle, so let's wait for the lights. Ooh, but unfortunately this time it actually was a little too high. Let's look again at the replay. This is the side she gets a red from, this side and the center.
Yeah.
And I think it just is slightly too high, unfortunately. We were already saying it was borderline, but on the right side of it.
Yeah.
Coach goes to the jury, but he is sent away. And in the meantime, he crosses Signa Elizabeth Bilden Pavlovich of Norway. Missed 180 on her second on what seems like strength. Let's see if she can get it here on her third. Retaking it, this will be a 2.5 kilo personal best. Misses out on that potential European record in the M1s. Hopefully can gain 10 extra kilos though.
Yeah, you were right. That was a strength issue, unfortunately. She lost a lot of power on the second attempt, and of course she is not able to put her third.
Bar is loaded. Let's go, Marketa.
180 kilos remains on the bar for Marketa Hajunen from Finland. 5 kilo jump from her second. Wow, an incredible third attempt there. 3 white lights, a good lift. Got it lovely and deep and managed to fight through that sticking point in the middle. Let's have a look at that again.
Yeah, nothing to say about that. Great grind here by the Finnish lifter. Congratulations.
182.5 kilos now for Tasman Campbell, which I believe is a European M1 squat record. It currently stands at 180.5. It's a 2.5 kilo jump from her second. And if Tasman gets this, it will be a new squat record in the M1 category. She manages to stand up. It looked good from here, and it was. 3 white lights, a good lift, and a new European M1 squat record.
Yeah, and once again, a great call by Team GB. Not losing any kilos for the battle between her and Kiana. And of course, the loss not that far from her.
Rafaela Jungmann now, 185 kilos. This will match her personal best, but more importantly, take her into squat bronze for the time being, as she is lighter than Van Vienen. Sorry, Ludovine. And that looked great. 3 white lights, a good lift. And as I said, she's the lightest of the 3. But they are both coming out after her with a 190 squat. And Van Vienen is the lighter of her and Ludovine. Ludovine Dilo now coming out 190 kilos. Missed her opener on depth. Went up anyway. Got it on her second. The risk paid off. It's gone up another 5 kilos now. And this moves her into squat gold for the time being. If everyone following gets their lift, she won't even get a squat medal.
Yeah, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it is so close at the top on squats.
Wow, that was a great third attempt. Let's see what the referee says.
3 white lights, a good lift, and she moves into squat gold. Even after a rocky start, she manages to pull it back. But we'll have to wait and see if she even walks away with a squat medal, as 3 lifters are to follow. Romy Van Vienen taking the same weight but is lighter, so this will take her into squat gold ahead of Ludovine, if she's to make this. She's never squatted this weight before. It's 5 kilos more than her best. Both her and Ludovine straight out the juniors, a battle for the medals. Wow, a phenomenal third attempt there for Van Vienen. And it's a good lift. She moves on to squat gold in bodyweight.
Yeah, and to be honest, I really don't know how she managed to lift that, because look at that. At some point, yeah, she lost balance and managed to go all the way through it. Absolutely amazing.
Incredible job. But she's not safe yet, as Jordan Bright from Ireland is coming out for 192.5 kilos. If she gets this, she moves into squat gold, and if she misses this, she is not on the podium for squats. It really is that close. And again, this is more than Jordan's ever squatted before. 3 out of the 4 contenders for squat gold are newly into the open. Wow, it's a big fight. Oh, wow. I really thought she was going to get through that, but incredible effort from Jordan and just falls short of the podium.
She will try her best on this one, nothing to be ashamed about.
No, absolutely not. What an incredible effort. And still walks away with a huge squat of 187.5. Our final squat now, Marte Jenner from Norway definitely walks away with squat bronze. This is for squat gold and those 5 extra kilos on her total. 195 kilos for her third and final squat. It's a weight that she's done before. Can she do it again today? That is the question. Wow, did incredibly well to work that up. She started shifting backwards. 3 white lights, a good lift, and moves into squat gold. Ahead of Van Vienen. What a fantastic squat session we've just had from the women. And don't go anywhere because we go straight into the men now. But first, Marte Jenner in squat gold with 195 kilos. Romy Van Vienen of the Netherlands in silver on body weight with 190, and Ludivine Deleu of France just behind her with the same weight but slightly heavier on body weight. Wow, that was something, wasn't it?
Yeah, 9 lifters with 180 plus in this 69 weight class. This is absolutely amazing, Emilia.
And we move straight through to the men now. And first up we have Oluwuda Milola Fasharanti from Ireland. 270 kilos for his opening squats. Nice conservative opener. His personal best is 302.5 kilos. Even with it a little wonky on his back, manages to stand it up. 3 white lights, a good lift.
The importance of putting an opener that you can manage every day.
.275 kilos now for Novak Lukic from Serbia. Bear in mind when it says the squat rank, we've had the B group this morning, but that is subject to change as the flight goes through. It certainly was easy.
3 white lights, that's a good lift for Lukic.
Victor Samuelson of Explore is loaded for Iceland, 275 kilos.
275 kilos for Victor Samuelson from Iceland. He's been competing for 15 years.
Wow, nearly half of his life. He's 31 years old, competing for 15 years. This is a lot of time.
Huge commitment to the sport, and I guess that's what brought him to the A group.
Yeah, 755 on total prognosis. And a solid opener. Should be 3 right. Yes, he is. So he's on the board, stacking some confidence for the rest of the competition.
We now have Bob van den Boogaard from the Netherlands, 282.5 kilos. His personal best is 312.5. A nice 30 kilo below that. Should be conservative, so hopefully it's nice and easy for him.
Yeah, I think so. He's an experienced lifter. It's been a couple of years that we see him on international platforms, so he obviously knows what he's doing. And that looked like an easy lift. 3 white lights.
We now have Yusuf El Adlani from Italy, 285 kilos for his opening squat. He marches on with purpose.
So Yusuf has already won a European Championship in his late junior years. So let's see how he bounces back after. He bounces back really well. He has been off the platform for nearly 2 years and is coming back with a great first attempt. 3 white lights, a good lift.
We now have Tony Johansson Amengwal now from Norway, 287.5 kilos. A familiar face here. Got a squat PB of 308 kilos.
Yeah, and he's as well one of the top lifters in his weight class, so we'll have a close look at him.
That's lovely indeed. 2 to 1, a good lift. Well, maybe I spoke too soon there. From the angle I saw it was, at least. Let's have a look from a different angle.
Yeah, and it will be the...
This is from the side.
Yeah, this was from the right side, so okay, makes sense.
I still think it looked pretty good from there,
Yeah.
but it looks like he'll be safe. We now have Eric Mata from Hungary, 292.5 kilos for his opening squat. The PB of 320, and he's been competing for 19 years apparently.
Yeah, and he's as well a familiar face in these international events.
Yeah, he's been coaching the Hungarian team all week.
Yeah.
And it's his time to shine now. Three white lights, a good lift. Perhaps a little tougher than you want your opener to be, but he could just be able to add a few kilos each time and really push through them.
Yeah, and as you said, he has been coaching since the beginning of these European Championships, and he can be a little bit tired, but we hope for him that everything will go on plan.
We now have Timo Jacobi from Germany opening on 302.5 kilos. 20 kilos below his best squats.
Second year as an open. So the little noise that you're hearing means that the lifter still have 30 seconds to have the squat command given by the...
Oh, he is shaking a lot. And the beeps you hear now is counting down from 10. He's been given the command. And the squat was easy. It just is shaking him a lot. And if you had 300 kilos in your back, I'm sure it would shake you like that too.
Yeah, totally.
2 to 1, a good lift. Does get a depth call from the center referee. Let's have a look from the sides. Yeah, that looks plenty deep enough from the sides, but the front is so hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah.
Now we have another familiar face, Ben Pape from Great Britain, opening on 307.5 kilos. The mullet man himself.
The best mullet in town for sure, and one of the crowd favorites every time he steps on the platform. He's such a nice guy.
This should be nice and easy for him. He's got a squat PB of 335 kilos. And looked good. And it was 3 white lights. A good start to the competition for Ben.
And he will be in contention for medal overall for sure, as well as squat.
And now a face you definitely recognize, Emil Norling, current European champion and favorite to win today, opening 310 kilos. A very well-rounded athlete, but has an incredible deadlift on him.
Yeah. He was on the platform at the first edition of the Sheffield 2023.
Now this is well below his personal best of 342.5, so should be comfortable for him.
Yeah, we'll see if he pushes too hard, which I'm not sure because he's well in the lead.
3 white lights, a good lift, and that classic Emil Norling smile halfway up. I'm sure it's not the last time we'll see it today.
But he's not the last lifter to step on the platform at the end of the first round, so it's quite a surprise, to be honest.
Yeah, not at all. Taking the same weight is Ruben Fuentes Medina from Spain with 315 kilos, 5 kilos above Emil's opener. He has a squat PB of 333.5. It's actually slightly lower than Emil's. Looking forward to seeing how this moves for him. Wow. And made that look like an empty bar. I can't imagine too much wrong with that. Just waiting for the third light from the referees. Let's look at that again in the meantime. It was so fast and smooth.
I mean, it has to be 3 white lights. I think so. So yeah, the battle is definitely on between Norling and Medina.
Yeah, definitely for the squat medal there. Really, really exciting. And it is 3 white lights, a good lift. And that concludes our openers and squat, with everybody managing to get one in on the board. Fuentes Medina leading with 315. Mikasic from the B group still holding on to silver for the time being. And Emil Norling on body weight in bronze currently. We now have Oluwada Milola Fasharanti from Ireland, 285 kilos, a 15 kilo jump from his opener. A little bit of work, but you expect it to be at 285 kilos. 2-1, a good lift. There's a depth call from the center referee, but whites from either side, which is usually a good sign. And that will remain as a good lift. 285 kilos loaded now for Victor Samuelsson from Iceland. This will land him just 5 kilos below his personal best. That's really great there. 3 white lights, a good lift. And some room left to grow into his third attempt. We now have Novak Lukic from Serbia jumping 15 kilos to 290 for his second attempt. Wow. Barely slowed him down at all, and was still a little way under his PB of 3:15, and you can tell looked incredibly easy for him. We now have Tony Johansen and Mengwao of Norway, 302.5 kilos for his second attempt. This is just off of his PB of 308 kilos.
15 kilo jump. Let's see how it moves.
Slowed down slightly in the middle there, but still managed to stand it up well. But unfortunately, 2-1, a no lift. Let's have a look at that in the replay. Now he gets a red from this side.
Yeah, the same angle as the first. Yeah, but this time the center ref called it as well, so no lift.
Now have Eric Mata from Hungary, 302.5 kilos, 10 kilo jump. His opener looked a little bit difficult, but he's been on the platform many times before. I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
And this man as well knows how to grind, so.
Exactly as you said, Alex. But I think even that one surprised him a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure about that.
3 white lights, a good lift, and he says, I'm not taking another one. And I don't blame him. Look at that grind. In slow motion, it just looks like he's stopped.
Even the technical controller says to him, congratulations.
We now have Bob van de Boogaard from the Netherlands, 302.5 kilos. A 20 kilo jump from his opener. Just 10 kilos below his best. His opener was nice and easy. Let's see what 20 kilos does to him here. Well, you can definitely tell he added 20 kilos, we'll say that. But it looked good still. And it was 3 white lights.
Yeah, maybe 10 kilos to come, I don't know. But this guy as well is a great fighter and an experienced lifter, so.
Yeah, I'd say maybe most 7.5. But like you said, you know, they know their bodies better than anyone else. And you don't want to come here and not work hard.
Yeah, for sure.
Yusuf El Adlani now from Italy, 310 kilos.
25 kilo jump.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. That was a big jump. Let's see how that moves for him. Again, his opener was really nice.
Yeah.
And this is still off of his PB by 12.5 kilos. Oh, but 25 is just a bit too much, I think. It's not unheard of to see a 25 kilo jump, but it definitely still is a lot of weight.
Yeah. I'm afraid that it looks like a strength issue, right?
Yeah, I mean, he gets up at a good point, so perhaps he can come back and grind through it, but it would be very, very hard to do so at that point. And it's, you know, the toss-up of, do you want to save that energy for later on?
Yeah, totally.
320 kilos now for Timo Jacobi from Germany. 17.5 kilo jump from his opener and just 2.5 kilos shy of his personal best.
Yeah, his opener looked really well. He shaked a bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, remember, he was very shaky under 302, so let's see how he stands under 320. Either he'll shake more or it will keep him more still because it's heavier.
.5 is only 1 kilo below a Mengual best total.
A fantastic second attempt and no shake this time round, so managed to shake that off, whatever it was. 3 white lights, a good lift. He looks a lot more comfortable under the bar now.
Yeah. And now it's kind of a tricky spot for Emil Norling. Of course, he is is a couple of kilos ahead, but for the medals on squad events.
Well, I think Emil is going to be looking for overall more than anything, but he's jumped 10 kilos nonetheless to 320, and this takes him into squat silver for the time being, with Ruben and Ben to follow. Let's see how this 10 kilos affects him. Again, another lifter who can grind through lifts very well. That's usually where the smile pops up as well. And there it is, right at the top. And I think that actually looks smoother than his opener.
Yeah.
3 white lights, a good lift.
And Emil is rarely missing a lift, so if he puts something, means that he's more than able to do it.
Yeah, and the Swedish coaching team are great. They really know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Now our penultimate second attempt, we have Ben Pape of Great Britain, 322.5 kilos. His opener looked good.
Yeah, it's only 12.5 kilo below his PB, so
15 kilo jump from his opener. Oh yeah, that looked good. 3 white lights, a good lift, and moves him into squat gold for the time being, with Ruben Fuentes Medina to be the only lifter to follow. And it looks like Ben Pape's in a great position to get a squat medal.
yeah, more than ever.
And he's definitely in a position to be in a good podium position overall. And now we have Ruben Fuentes Medina. He's jumped 15 kilos, which I think is completely justified based off how easy his opener was. And this leaves him just 3.5 kilos below his personal best, which I imagine is a Spanish record of sorts.
Yeah, and I think he took it back from another really strong junior lifter, Tony.
And this moves him into squat gold, heading into third attempts, and it still just looks so comfortable for him. 3 white lights, a good lift, and I'm still waiting for him to break a sweat. It's a very efficient squat he's got.
Yeah.
And that concludes our second attempts. We head through to the third attempts now, with Fuentes Medina leading 330, Ben Pape in squat silver currently with 322.5, and Tim Jacobi of Germany on body weight in bronze ahead of Emil Norling. Victor Samuelsson now 292.5 kilos for his third and final attempt. This will be a 2.5 kilo personal best should he make it. Just a bit too much for him today, unfortunately, but still walks away with 285. He had nothing to lose there. He wanted to go for a PB. He's not fighting for overall medals, so absolutely go for your own personal goals.
Yeah, you're pretty much more against yourself than against the other in this type of placement, let's say.
We now have Dami Fasharanti from Ireland, 297.5 kilos, 12.5 kilo jump from his second, just 5 kilos below his best ever squat. Wow, what a great fight from Dami there.
Yeah. Free white light is a good lift.
And he dances off of the platform. 3 white lights, a good lift. Yeah, that was fantastic. Pulled every kilo he could out of today for squats. 300 kilos for Novak Lukic of Serbia. A big Serbian support in the crowd today for him. He's done this weight before. Can he do it again here today on the European platform? Yeah, with relative ease as well.
Yeah, totally. That was a great looking third attempt, and of course, free white light's a good lift.
We have 7 lifts remaining before we head through to a short break. First up, we have Tony Johansen Mengual from Norway. Missed 302.5 on his second due to depth. He got 2 to 1 and no lift. Retaking it now on his third. Just needs to sink it that little bit further.
And this one is really important for him.
Oh, he manages to stand up, but was it deep enough? Let's have a look at the lights.
Yeah, 2 to 1. This time it looked better. But again, this red light from the right side referee.
Some athletes just really struggle with one particular hip. But I think that looked a lot better.
Yeah.
And the jury are happy with that as well.
Great comeback from
Absolutely.
the lifter.
And I can tell you that Eric Mata did indeed scratch out his third attempt, which I think is fair enough and expected.
Yeah, let's just focus on the bench press right now for him.
We now have 310 kilos for Youssef El Adlani from Italy. Missed it on his second, is coming back out for it now on his third. It's a weight he's done before, but like you said, he took a little bit of time out from competing.
Yeah, he's slowly but surely getting back on track, so just need to take your time. Let's see how it moves this time. Way better this time. He nails it. And a good lift, 3 white lights.
There's no better feeling than redemption.
True that.
310 kilos now for Bob van den Boogaard of the Netherlands. This is just 2.5 under his personal best. A weight he's done before and hopefully a weight he can do today. His first and second looked strong.
Let's go for a grind, Bob.
Wow, you weren't lying.
Absolutely amazing third attempt.
And again, he looked pretty shocked by that. 2 to 1, a good lift. When you said he could grind, I didn't realize it was that good.
Oh yeah, he's able to do it for sure.
That is a skill in itself, honestly, to not give up.
Yeah.
Well-deserved third attempt there. We now have Ben Pape of Great Britain jumping 5 kilos to 327.5. Currently in squat silver. This will keep him here for the time being. And he is lighter than Norling, so he's definitely guaranteed a squat medal. He's done this weight before. Can he do it again today?
Yeah, I'm sure he will, based on his second attempt.
And he pushes through. Wow, what a fantastic effort there. Seeing some great grinds today from the 105s.
Yeah.
A good lift, and he stays in silver for the time being.
Yeah, and it will be at least a bronze medal on squat.
We now have Emil Norling from Sweden, 327.5 kilos. 7.5 kilo jump just to give him that bronze medal on squat for the time being, with Jacobi to follow. He's done this weight before. He squatted 342.5. So you'd think this is well within his wheelhouse. Let's see if it is today. No, unfortunately not. Which means he doesn't walk away with a squat medal, but we know that he's good at all the lifts, but squat isn't the one he's the most special at. That would be the deadlift.
Yeah. And a great catch by the sporting team, by the way.
Yeah, they are fantastic, keeping the lifters safe. And it's long days for them.
Yeah.
2 lifters remaining. The penultimate lifter coming out for their final attempt. We have Timo Jacobi from Germany, 332.5 kilos, already guaranteed a squat medal. This will change that medal from bronze to gold if he gets it, with just Fuentes Medina to follow. This will be a 10 kilo personal best as well. He's jumped 12.5 kilos from his second. He looked more confident on his second than he did on his first.
Yeah.
Let's see how his third moves.
Great squatting form, by the way, for the German athlete. Shaking a bit.
Wow, would you look at that? With some left in the tank, I think,
Yeah.
honestly. A good lift, and he moves into squat gold with just Ruben Fuentes Medina to follow. So at the very least, he will have silver.
Yeah, so Ben Pape will take bronze medal on squat no matter what. And Jacobi is at the time being on gold medal, but Fuentes is coming.
Yeah, and Fuentes Medina is having quite the day. His opener looked like air. His second looked like the bar. He's jumped 10 kilos now to 340, 6.5 kilos above his squat PB. This will move him to squat gold from silver. And he can't be stopped.
What a great session, Amelia.
2-1, a good lift. He throws his arms in the air to celebrate, and so he should. He does get a red, so the jury will look at it. But I think he'll be okay, and he is. So let's have a quick look at the squat scores there. What a great session.
Oh, yeah.
Ben Pape walks away in squat bronze with 327.5 kilos. In squat silver, Timo Jacobi with 332.5, and in squat gold with that incredible last attempt, Ruben Fuentes Medina with 340. We're going to have a 10-minute break now before we watch the bench press. Don't go anywhere, we'll see you then.
See you then.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the 2024 European Open Classic Powerlifting Championships here in Velika Gorica, Croatia. And we have just seen quite the squat session for both the women and the men. We head into the 69 kilo bench press now. Just a refresher, Ludovine Delo of France walked away with squat bronze on bodyweight with 190. Romy van Vienen from the Netherlands just slightly lighter with 190 in silver, and Mark Jenner with 195 in squat gold. We head now into the bench press, and we have some huge bench press opening attempts here.
Yeah, Tasmin with 117.5.
And Marta with 120, but right now we have Marketa Hajunen from Finland, 80 kilos, opening just 2.5 below her best. Three white lights, a good lift.
And his opener.
Rosalia Vega Lestegas now, 92.5 kilos. 5 kilos below her personal best. Three white lights, a good lift. The fact that 7 out of 10 of these openers are 100 and above is crazy.
Yeah, absolutely crazy.
And the other ones are near that anyway.
Yeah.
Jordan Bright, 95 kilos for her opening attempt. And I imagine she'll end in the hundreds.
Great squat session for her.
Yeah, just missing out on a squat medal. But as I said before, fresh into the open category. And three white lights, a good lift. Not just 5 kilos below her PB. .100 kilos for Ludovine Delo of France. Just 2.5 kilos below her personal best. Just like her squat, opening very close to her personal best, but it worked out in the end for her there, so let's see if it does here as well. Seems like she's made lots of progress recently as she entered the opens.
Yeah, for sure. You have to count on her for the future in this open weight class, for sure.
Nice solid looking attempt.
Yeah, indeed. It was a really easy opener, and three white light, of course. She's in the board as well.
And the bar is loaded for Romy van Vienen from the Netherlands. 102.5 kilos. Van Vienen ended up walking away with a squat medal.
Yeah, the silver medal in squat on body weight.
And she had an excellent session, already opening 2.5 kilos above her PB here on bench. And it looks good. Three white lights, a good lift. Seeing a lot of these lifters that were juniors last year shoot right up there to the top, which bodes very well for the coming years. Seeing Elizabeth Belden Pavlovich now. 105 kilos for our opening attempt.
Yeah, Norway is having huge lifters, top lifters in this afternoon session.
Wow, super easy opener there for Belden Pavlovich. And 2-1 a good lift. A red from the center referee is less of a good sign. However, that's going to be for elbow depth. So let's look at that on the replay, as the jury will be as well. That right elbow does look a little worrying. But it looks like she's safe for now.
Yep.
Remains a good lift. Rafaela Jungmann now from Austria, 107.5 kilos for our opening attempt. Just resetting herself there. The 30-second mark has passed on the clock. She just needs the start command. And there it is. Moved it very well.
3 white lights, a good lift. Nice opener here for Jungmann.
Yeah, really strong benches, as we said in this flight. Of course, the world record and the European record belonging to Agata Shitko, so a little far off that, unfortunately, for them. She just came in and smashed it out the water, didn't she?
Yeah, 600 total. Absolutely amazing.
She said, I'm going to do it in the 69, 76 and 84 class, just so none of you can reach it. We now have Aleta Voshnaya Kovacs, 115 kilos for her opening bench. 5 kilos below her best. Very strong looking opener there from Aleta.
Yeah. Really efficient technique and 3 white lights, good lift, of course.
Tasmin Campbell coming out now, and I believe opening on what is a European M1 record. Agata's not been able to quite grab that one yet.
I think it's Thompson having it, right? Jen Thompson.
Well, Jen's not a European, so it won't be hers.
The world record.
The
sorry.
world record, yeah, that will be probably hers.
Yeah.
Tasmin Campbell now, Great Britain, 117.5 kilos. Current M1 record is 110. That was lovely and easy. 3 white lights, a good lift, and a new record there in the M1.
Just like that.
And we are already down to the final opening attempt here for Marte Jenner from Norway, 120 kilos, 8 kilos below her personal best. This is a big opener coming from Jenner here.
Really convincing opener.
Ooh, 2-1, a no lift gets a call for depth and a yellow. We're gonna have to choose which one we try to look for here in the replay. Let's look at the elbows. This is for elbow depth. The left elbow is questionable.
Yeah, and I think the
coach-
right side, sorry, will be for butt lifting. I think so.
Yeah, we didn't get to see the butt lift, but the jury sent the coach away, so at least one of them was the right decision.
Yeah.
But hopefully he can get that in on her second. That'd be quite an upset otherwise. She is the favourite to win. And we move straight through to the second attempt. Marketa Harjunen now from Finland, 85 kilos. This would be for a 2.5 kilo PB. And that moved really well for her. 2-1. She does get a yellow, so usually that means a lift of some sort. So let's have a look at the replay. It's very hard to tell from the way she's set up. The jury don't seem to be looking at it, so she'll be safe. Rosalia Vega Lestegas now from Spain, jumping 2.5 to 95 kilos for her second attempt, leaving her 2.5 below her current PB.
That was a solid second attempt. I think it should be okay. Yes, 3 white lights for the Spanish lifter.
Jordan Bright coming out now for 100 kilos to match her current bench press PB. And as suspected, now Ulborn lifter is in the 100 kilo range. Wow, that looked, I think, more confident than her opener.
Yeah.
And it's a good lift. Let's look at that again. Got a little stuck in the middle, but it's still a really nice second attempt for Jordan. Ludovine Delo now, jumping 5 kilos to 105 for her second attempt. This will be a 2.5 kilo personal best. Her opener looked very comfortable for her.
Yeah, 5 kilos is, of course, not out of reach for a second attempt, and I think it's a wise attempt selection by the coaching staff here.
Locks it out. I think she's a little bit wonky on her chest there, but did well to fight through.
Yeah, 3 white lights. She seems happy with that. That was indeed a little bit sticky, but
Yeah, just it fell down a bit more on her left side, but did great work. She looked strong. 107.5 kilos for Romy van Vienen from the Netherlands, who's having a great day so far.
oh yeah.
Really putting her stamp here on the opens. And I'm sure we will see her again.
Only 3 years of lifting, can you imagine that? Wow.
Plenty left in the tank there.
Yeah, I think so.
A good lift, 3 white lights.
She's regaining some ground.
Yeah, she is. She's really quite the dark horse of the competition.
Yeah.
We now have Signe Elizabeth Belden Pavlovic from Norway, 110 kilos. 5 kilo jump and just 2.5 below her PB. It's not unusual to see 2 great Norwegian benches in a flight. They produce some fantastic benches.
Yeah, one of the best in the world, actually.
Yeah, and that proves it. 3 white lights, a good lift, and plenty left in the tank. Wouldn't be surprised to see another 5 kilo on top of that.
Yeah, I think so. Should be wise.
112.5 kilos for Rafaela Jungmann. Taking a 5 kilo jump to match her personal best.
We didn't talk that much about Rafaela, but she's 5th on prognosis and not that far from the top 3, so we'll have to take a close look on her.
She did really well to bring that back. She lost her balance a bit on her chest. Ooh, but unfortunately she didn't. 2 yellows from either side usually indicates that there was some butt lift. So let's have a look at that replay. Oh, it was never on, unfortunately. It moved well, so hopefully she can come back and get that on her 3rd. But for now, she broke it already with her opener with 117.5. She added 7.5 kilos to it. She's jumped 2.5 kilos, which seems very manageable based on how her opener moved, to extend the European M1 record even further. Fresh into the M1s this year and making quite the stamp on it as she enters.
Absolutely amazing 2nd attempt, and just like that, another European record for Tasmin Campbell.
Yeah, at this rate, based off of that, she's going to add at least 10 kilos to that record by the end of the day.
Yeah, and I really love the coaching strategy here, getting closer and closer to Magda, not missing any kilos, and then maybe trying to make the hold up at the very last deadlift. We'll see.
Yeah, well, Marta's in a sticky situation right now, so we'll have to see how she does. But first, we have Aletta, jumped 5 kilos to 120. This is to match her personal best and move her into bench press gold for the time being, of course, with Mark Jenner to follow. But she is lighter anyway of the two. And she looks so strong today. 3 white lights, a good lift. And I think it's safe to say she'll definitely be walking away with a bench medal. But based off of this next lift, I'm not sure which yet.
Yeah, I think she just said that she will stop here.
We now have Mark Jenner, missed her opener of 120, which was quite the shock. She's retaking it now on her 2nd. She's the favourite to win, the current European champion. Let's hope she gets this in on the board. Again, she's strong enough for it. Let's see if that elbow was deep enough. 2-1, a good lift, but we know the jury will look at it, so let's do that as well. Let's watch that left elbow. That was one that caused her trouble last time. It definitely looked better than before, but is it good enough to stay as a good lift?
I think they're discussing about it.
We'll keep an eye for now. It is a good lift and she's back on the board, but we head straight through to the 3rd attempt. Marketa Harjunen of Finland, 90 kilos. And if you don't hear anything from us, it's good news.
All right, it will stand.
Marketa Harjunen, 90 kilos for a new personal best. Just a little bit too much for Marketa today, unfortunately. Rosalia Vega Lestegas now 100 kilos for her third and final attempt. This will be for a 2.5 kilo PB. A huge milestone to get 100 kilos on the bar. Oh, and there it is.
Yeah, 5 kilo jump seems okay. Yes, it is 3 white lights.
And do you want to hear something crazy? She benched 100 kilos and that took her to 11th in bench. That is just wild. A few years ago, unheard of to see a female lifter of this body weight bench 100, and now 11th.
Yeah.
That gets you. 102.5 kilos for Jordan Bright now. 2.5 kilos from her second. This will be a new personal best should she make this. That looked really, really good. 3 white lights, a good lift, and moves into 10th on bench, but ahead of Ivana Horner, which is saying something in itself.
Yeah.
What a talented bunch of ladies we have. $107.5 kilos for Ludovine Delo, France. 107.5. This is for a new personal best. 2.5 kilo jump from her second.
Yeah, and this is an absolutely important lift because with this one she will be at 500 on total prognosis, which will be only 12.5 kilos below Orna's best lift, best total with 512.5.
Just a little bit too much for her today, unfortunately. And bench is the hardest one to grind on.
Yeah.
But she only loses out on 2.5 kilos, which really means she got everything out of the platform today on bench that she could have. 6 lifts remain, and the next out is Romy van Vienen of the Netherlands, 110 kilos, which takes her into 6th on bench press. Absolutely insane. She's having a fantastic day, and like you said, she's definitely one to keep your eye on.
Yeah.
She's sneaking up there.
Wow, and once again, what a great looking third attempt and a good lift. 3 white lights. 6 on 6.
Yeah, she's having an incredible day, and I'm looking forward to seeing how she progresses, not just over the day, but over the years. She's only 24 years old.
Yeah, bright future for her, for sure.
112.5 kilos for Raffaele Jungmann from Austria. Missed this on her second. Looking to get it here on her third. It'll be a matched personal best and take her just off the podium into 4th on bench.
Moreover, she will be only 7.5 kilos below Ludivine with 490.
Wow, and that looked super easy, but I don't think strength was the issue last time, and
again,
that was what was the issue. Last time her bum didn't touch the pad at all. Let's have a look here if that was the same issue. Yeah, as soon as she starts descending the bar towards her, it just lifts, unfortunately. Which is so frustrating to miss it not on strength.
Yeah, because it was so easy.
Yeah. Hopefully a lesson she can take forward into the next competition.
Yep.
Signe Elizabeth Belden Pavlovich now from Norway, 115 kilos. So we'll take her into 4th position on bench. The bench medalists are to follow: Campbell, Aletta and Jenner. For now, Belden Pavlovich for a new personal best of 1:15. A very quick press command for her there. But unfortunately, 2 yellows on either side, and from what we've said before, I'm sure you can guess what that means. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't look like her bum was down much of the time.
Yeah.
3 lifts remaining. Tasmin Campbell now opened on an M1 record, extended it 10 kilos already by her second, and now looking for an extra 2.5 kilos on her third. This will match her bench press PB, but extend the M1 record by 12.5 kilos from what it was this morning.
Yeah, and the craziest thing, is that it's not sure that if she gets the lead, she'll have the gold medal on bench press. Like 3 ladies at 120 and over. This is absolutely amazing.
Oh wow, and look at that. She moves into bench press gold, and that is a new European M1 record for Tasmin Campbell of Great Britain, and she made it look easy. She's going to want to gather every kilo she can, as she's going to be fighting for a podium position overall. So you might wonder, why does it look like she has kilos left in her bench? Maybe she doesn't, maybe that's how she lifts, but also it's not worth the risk.
Yeah, totally. You have a match to play.
We now have Aletta, 122.5 kilos to move her from bench silver into bench gold for the time being, with Mart Jenner to follow. This will also be for a personal best. She's definitely guaranteed a medal, but which medal we're not sure yet. This puts her in a good chance for gold if she gets it. At the very least, silver. Wow. These ladies are so impressive. 3 white lights, a good lift, and she moves into bench gold on body weight ahead of Campbell. Pushing Campbell down to bronze potentially.
Yep.
If Mart Jenner makes this next bench.
Yeah, and Marta better be doing that bench, otherwise they'll be at the exact same total.
Yeah, it's getting close here. Mart Jenner from Norway, reigning champion, 127.5 kilos, just half a kilo below her PB for bench press gold, but more importantly, to gather those extra kilos she's going to want heading into deadlift. She's done this weight before, but only just. Her PB is 128 kilos. So can she get it again here today on the platform when the pressure is on?
Wow.
A great fight up there for Marta.
Nice and patient.
Ooh, unfortunately the same cards she got on her opener. Red from the center referee for elbow depth, and yellow, yeah, you saw her glutes came up there just as she started pressing. The coach goes over, but to no avail.
Of course.
And as you can see here, Mart Jenner walking away with bench press bronze with 120. Tasmin Campbell with 122.5, slightly heavier than Aletta from Hungary, walking away with bench press gold on body weight with 122.5 kilos. And we head now into the 105 men. As you can see here, there we go, we've got the bar being loaded for bench.
Yep.
Take this moment to thank our sponsors: Visit Malta, ESN, Rogue and SPD. The bar is loaded for Bob van den Boogaard from the Netherlands, 150 kilos. Again, a nice conservative opener for Bob. His PB is 187.5. He had a great squat session. I hope he can grind as well on bench as he can on squat, because that looked a bit difficult, but luckily he gets it. 3 white lights.
Maybe he was injured, you know, because that seemed a little bit difficult. So maybe he had to adjust his technique.
Yeah, perhaps. I hope that is the case, because that
Yep.
looked like a difficult opener. But you said he can grind, so I hope that carries through to this lift as well. Timo Jacobi now from Germany, 172.5 kilos. He walked away with a huge 332.5 kilo squat. And that was good enough for silver. Let's see how he fares on bench.
Ten kilo under his PB. And again, really solid opener.
Yeah, 3 white lights, a good lift. You always want to have an opener that you feel like, if for any reason you can do it 3 times successfully. And he did exactly that, but particularly on bench when it can be so technical and so much can go wrong.
Yeah.
Novak Lukic now from Serbia, 175 kilos. Another athlete opening 10 kilos below their PB. 3 red plates aside.
That looked like a smooth opener for the Serbian lifter, and indeed 3 white lights. Good lift.
— 177.5 kilos now for Demi Fasciaranti from Ireland. His PB is 195. It's a long way for the bar to go.
Yeah.
3 white lights, a good lift, and as you can guess, he has quite the deadlift on him.
That's what I was about to say. First on bench, last on deadlift.
Yusuf Al Adlani now opening on 180 kilos, has a PB of 194, which I imagine is or was an Italian record. Lifters can opt in or out of having a handout given from the spotters and loaders.
A really easy opener as well. Good lift, 3 white light, and experienced athletes who knows what they're doing, opening at the right number in order to secure the first attempt and stacking some confidence, of course.
180 kilos for Victor Samuelsson, Iceland. PB of 200.
strong start as well for Victor.
3 white lights, a good lift. $182.5 kilos for Eric Mata from Hungary. Scratched out his last squat, which I think is the smart decision. Saved that energy for his bench and his deadlift.
Yeah, 302.5 at the end of a really grindy lift. And that wasn't even a grind. Great attempt.
Yeah, 3 white lights, a good lift.
Next up, we have 185 kilos for Great Britain's Ben Pape. Johannesson to get ready. The bar is loaded for Great
4 openers remaining. First of which we have Ben Pape from Great Britain, 185 kilos. Only 7.5 kilos below his best bench press. Every kilo counts as he fights for podium overall. Three white lights, a good lift.
Yeah, nice looking opener as well for Ben.
Does very well to keep his bum down there. Tony Johansson Amengual now, 190 kilos. And as I said before, not unusual to see a good Norwegian bencher. He's got a PB of 209.
Yeah, as predicted, the first attempt was really easy, and of course, we highlighted a good lift for the Norwegian lifter.
Yeah, that was a very conservative opener. Plenty of space to grow into second and third, which is exactly what you want to do. Our penultimate opener now with the man that surprised us all with that huge 340 squat, Ruben Fuentes Medina from Spain, 192.5 kilos. Again, he's sneaking up there with his total. Got a big deadlift as well.
That looked comfortable as well. Good lift, of course, the highlights.
Our final opener now, we have Emil Norling from Sweden, opening on 200 kilos. 11 kilos less than his personal best. Just missed out on his last squat.
Which is quite unusual to see him missing some lifts.
That's a nice, easy opener. And a good lift. And just like that, we finish our opening round of bench press, and everybody has one in on the board, so can continue to collect kilos through the second and thirds. Still, Van Havel from the B flight is leading with 202.5, with Norling following and Vogeles from the B flight in third, but that is subject to change as we have the second and third attempts of these lifters still to go. First of which, Bob van den Boogaard from Netherlands jumping 5 kilos to 155. So perhaps it is feeling like he's nearer that top end after that slightly difficult opener.
Yeah, and I mean, it was indeed a little bit difficult for an opener, even though you're in ability to grind.
And actually, I think that looked even better than the opener.
Yep.
3 white lights, a good lift, and he's got his groove back.
180 kilos down for Germany's Timo Jakobi.
Yeah, that did look better than his opener, for sure.
Yeah, his technique was way more efficient than his opener, sorry.
180 kilos for Timo Jakobi from Germany. 7.5 kilo jump, and this leaves him just 2.5 below his personal best. He's fighting for a podium spot overall. There's a few people doing that. It's going to be close until the end. Emil Norling at this point quite far away in the lead with that mammoth deadlift.
Winning at 345.
Timo now, who, as I said, is going to be fighting for that podium position. So every kilo counts. Let's see what 180 looks like. Looks good.
Once again. That's a good lift. 3 white lights. Keep on stacking kilos.
Novak Lukic now from Serbia, 180 kilos, jumping 5 kilos from his opener, landing him just 5 kilos below his best ever bench. .30 seconds remaining.
A nice looking second attempt and 3 white lights for the Serbian lifter. He looks relaxed.
We have Demi Fascianti now from Ireland, 190 kilos. Just 5 kilos below his best ever bench.
Yeah, and a 12.5 kilo jump, which is significant even in this type of weight classes. As we said earlier, the bench can move so fast.
Didn't slow him down too much though.
No. Great second attempt selection. 3 white lights for the Irish lifter.
I think that was the calmest face I've ever seen while someone was celebrating.
Yep.
Yusuf El Adlani now. Jumping 10 kilos to 190, which lands him just 4 kilos below his personal best should he get this. Wow, that was extremely easy.
Well, 3 white lights, and to be fair, that wasn't expected. That was as easy as his opener.
Yeah, I think he'll walk away with a new Italian record to take home with him.
Hope so.
192.5 kilos now for Ben Pape from Great Britain. This would match his current bench press PB. 7.5 kilo jump from his opener. Got a little sticky there in the middle, but he worked through that really nicely and is rewarded 3 white lights.
Yeah, he was high enough to be in a good spot to push it forward till the lockout. So congratulations.
Yeah, I'd imagine maybe a 2.5 kilo jump from that,
Yeah.
if coming for a third at all. But he is fighting for position, so nothing to lose there. Victor Samuelson, 192.5, 12.5 kilo jump.
Great looking second attempt here. And of course, 3 white lights.
Bars loaded for Eric Mata, Hungary.
$192.5 kilos for Eric Mata. 10 kilo jump after his very easy opener.
PB at 205, so 12.5 kilos below his PB.
Wow, that is a lovely bench press. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Next up, we have Tony Johannesson of Norway, 200 kilos. Followed by Fuentes, Medina, and Norling. The bar is loaded. Let's go, Tony.
200 kilos will be taken by the next 2 lifters, the first of which is Tony Johansen Mengual from Norway. A 10 kilo jump from his opener. His opener was super comfortable. And this leaves him just 9 kilos off his PB, and I imagine Norwegian record.
Yeah, and he's in a spot where you have to take some risks in order to get closer and closer to the podium. That makes sense.
Doesn't seem risky yet. That looked pretty good.
He proved me wrong.
3 white lights, a good lift. 200
3 white lights, a
kilos,
good
on
lift.
Spain, Ruben Fuentes.
And now it's about making a sensible decision. How many kilos can I get versus how many kilos do I want?
Yeah.
Our penultimate second attempt now, Ruben Fuentes Medina, 200 kilos. So we'll take him into bench press silver for the time being. As he is lighter than Johansen Mengual.
Wow.
Still moving well.
3 white lights, and he's definitely a serious threat for the silver medal overall. of
Yeah,
course.
the threat is right.
Yeah.
He's having a fantastic day so far, just collecting those kilos.
Bars loaded for Norling.
Can't go unnoticed with squat gold though. Emil Norling now, 207.5 kilos to take him into bench press gold, heading into the third attempt. His PB is 211. Ooh, a little bit of trouble there. I think I saw the bar dipped. I hope it didn't, but it did, unfortunately. Emil having some trouble today,
Yeah.
it seems, and that might not cost him overall, but it's going to cost him a good few kilos.
Yeah. You know, the thing is that when you are in such a lead, maybe sometimes you can be a little bit distracted, you know.
Yeah, but that concludes our second attempts. We move through to the third round of bench now, with Van Hevel still leading, followed by Fuentes Medina and Johansson Mengual. Bob van der Bugard now, 160 kilos for his third and final attempt.
Bob the Grinder van de Bogaard.
Yeah, it's not just squat he can grind on. His bench, and I'm sure deadlift as well. 3 white lights.
Yeah, and job's done for Bob, because regarding how hard was his opener, like adding 10 kilo to that, it's a really great performance. So congratulations to him.
Yeah, incredibly impressive.
Bar is loaded.
182.5 kilos from Novak Lukic from Serbia. 2.5 kilo jump from his second. This leaves him 2.5 kilos shy of his personal best. So a weight he's done before. But the international platform is always slightly different. Pressure is higher, standards are higher,
Yeah.
the circumstances are different.
Almost there.
Yeah, I thought he was going to break through, but not quite there today, unfortunately.
Timo Jacobi of Germany up next, 185 kilos. Bars loaded. Ben Pate, get ready.
Timo Jacobi now from Germany, 185 kilos. A 5 kilo jump from his second. This will be a 2.5 kilo personal best should he make this.
He's really trying to take every kilo he can at the beginning of the deadlift session, because, as we say, he's a serious silver medal threat. So it's a really nice plan by the coaching team here. He'll be at 842 if he succeeds with this one.
Yeah, there's going to be a big battle for the podium overall. Fuentes Medina, Pape, Jacobi.
Yeah, a Mangual maybe. 822. All right.
Now though, Timo Jacobi, let's see if he can get those extra kilos. And with ease he does. Wow, 3 white lights, a good lift. And it looks like this man only knows how to move things quickly.
Yeah, maybe it's his lifting style, you know. You can be really close to your limits by 2.5 kilos. So
195 kilos for Ben Pape from Great Britain. He did take that 2.5 kilo jump, which seems like the sensible thing to do.
yeah.
Gather all the kilos you can. It'll be for a personal best of 2.5 kilos should he get this. And those kilos will count come deadlift as he fights for position overall. Perfect call there.
Yeah, that looked a little bit easier than his second attempt, and it's a good lift.
He loves coming off, grabbing his side, but he seems in good spirits, and that's the good news. New PB, and that'll be why.
Yeah, well done, Ben.
Mata to get ready, the bar is loaded.
We now have Dami Fasharanti from Ireland, 197.5 kilos for a 2.5 kilo PB.
Ready to put on a show.
He calms himself down before benching near 200 kilos. Oh, he manages to lock it out, but I'm worried that it's going to be blues.
Yeah.
And it is, unfortunately. The bar went down. I think he knows it as well. He comes off saying up and down. Such a shame, just there. But a great effort anyway.
Yeah.
6 lifts remaining. First up, Eric Mata from Hungary, 197.5 kilos. A 5 kilo jump from his second.
That's a great fight, but you have to wait for the referee on this one. Yeah,
Ooh, 2 yellows.
he beat the command, unfortunately.
We'll watch that again in the replay. Of course, we can't hear the command, so... Oh, but it looks like his butt came off anyway.
As well, yeah,
Which command is it that he beat?
the press.
The press command.
Yeah.
Oh, the centre referee will definitely know if you do that. 200 kilos now for Yusuf El Adlani. And this will be a huge personal best, a huge milestone, and an Italian record to take home with him. I'm sure this will mean a whole lot to him if he gets it.
Yeah.
And wow, he locks the left arm out, then the right, but still moved pretty quickly.
And a good lift, 3 white lights.
And you can just see how much that did mean to him.
Yeah, and just wait for the deadlift because this man knows how to hype himself. You'll see.
Now in contention for the medals, we have Victor Samuelson, who has 200 kilos in the bar, but is lighter, and this will move him into bench press silver from 9th.
Yeah, it's exactly the same as the 69, you know.
It is so, so close.
Yeah.
This is a match PB. He's done this weight before. Can he do it today?
Come on, Victor.
A good catch from the spotters and loaders there. Not quite there, unfortunately. Which means the person in gold at the moment is still from the B group, Van Hevel from Belgium.
Yeah. That's
But
amazing.
if the next 3 lifters get their lifts, he'll be knocked off the podium. But even if one of them misses, he might be able to sneak on there.
Yeah.
And first of which is Tony Johansson and Menguel. 205 kilos, and I'm not sure he's the person that will miss, if anyone.
I won't bet on that. $205 for the electrician, lifting for 7 years.
This will move him into bench press gold.
Yes.
Yeah, and we didn't bet against Tony, and that's why. 3 white lights, a good lift, and he moves from bronze into gold on bench press.
Yeah. And should you never bet against Tony because you'll lose.
Van Hevel from the B group, still on the podium for bench though in 2nd. But just reminding you, Fuentes Medina follows and Emil Norling, who missed his 2nd. So all to play for here. Ruben Fuentes Medina, 205 kilos, to move him into bench press gold from bronze on body weight, ahead of Johansson and Menguel.
Hasn't missed a single lift yet. Wow.
And still hasn't. He is having quite the day. 3 white lights, a good lift, and moves into bench press gold. Will he walk away with squat gold and bench press gold? That would be incredible.
Can you imagine that?
At this point, yeah.
Yeah.
Based on how he's performing, I can absolutely imagine that. But someone else has something to say about that. It's Emil Norling from Sweden. Missed 207.5 on his 2nd. Looking for it here on his 3rd to move him from off the podium and bench into gold position.
Yeah.
207.5, he's done it before, missed it on his 2nd. The question is, can he get it now on his 3rd for that bench press gold and those extra 7.5 kilos?
And that will pull Van Hevel out of the medals on bench press.
And he gets up. Let's wait for the lights, make sure. And he comes back, the comeback king, 3 white lights. He moves into bench press gold and does just unfortunately knock Van Hevel off of the podium. He held on for so long.
Yeah, but shout out to him. What a great performance. 202 and 4th place, coming off the big group. Still amazing.
Yeah, great job there. And a quick summation. Tony Johansson and Menguel with bench press bronze on body weight. Ruben Fuentes Medina so close to going double gold there on body weight, getting silver. And Emil Norling just with that last press, we're getting bench press gold, 207.5 kilos. Wow. We're going to head into a 10-minute break now before we watch the deadlifts and find out who walks away with what medals. See you then.
See you then.
Hello and welcome back to the 2024 European Open Classic Powerlifting Championships here in Velika Gorica, Croatia. We are heading now into deadlifts for the 69 kilo women. On the screen you can see the totals from the B group earlier, subtotals. Sorry, having some mic issues there. Some subtotals from the women in the A group, with Jenna leading the A group, Campbell following, and Van Vienen just behind her. But Delos and Aletta on their tails. First up, we have Aletta Rosnai Kovacs of Hungary, 162.5 kilos. And remember, with every successful deadlift opener, they secure their total and can just build from there. Interestingly now, Jenna and Campbell are projected onto the same total.
Yeah.
And that was a nice looking opener for Aletta. 3 white lights, a good lift. And as I was saying before, that's got a lot closer than it was before, with a couple misses from Jenna and some great lifting from Campbell. They're both, their prognosis are both 520. Of course, they both have to make their openers and then track each other's jumps, but it's much, much closer than expected.
Oh yeah.
Jordan Bright now from Ireland, 170 kilos. Got a PB of 185.
Look convincing enough. Pretty solid.
3 white lights, a good lift.
So as you said, like, it's really close between Kenna and Campbell, and the thing is that Campbell will have the last call with it because she's opening higher than
Yeah.
Kenna, so we'll see. But
It is going to be very, very close. It'll be exciting to
yeah,
see.
really entertaining.
Sig Elizabeth Pelden Pavlovich now, 175 kilos. Three white lights, a good lift, secures her total. And just looking at nominations, Marta Jenner was nominated in 5:43 and Campbell 5:12.5, so meeting much closer in the middle there. Marketa Hajunen, Finland now, 180 kilos. Everyone in this flight has a phenomenal deadlift.
A solid opener as well for the Finnish lifter, and a good lift. 3 white lights. She's on the board as well, securing a 445 kilo total.
Romy van Vienen now from the Netherlands, 182.5 kilos. And although the totals right now look a little difficult to follow, she's definitely in contention to fight for a podium position. 3 white lights, a good lift, and she's had such a fantastic day so far.
7 on 7 so far for the lifter. Perfect matchup.
We now have Rosalia Vega Lestegas from Spain, 185 kilos.
Vamos, Rosalia. And a great opener.
Yeah, really easy. 3 white lights, a good lift. 192.5 kilos for Raffaella Jungmann from Austria, 10 kilos below her personal best.
She's as well a top 5 contender.
Bit of a sticky opener there. 3 white lights, a good lift. It moved quickly, but it was just a little bit scrappy. She's going to be careful as that gets heavier.
Yeah.
But she secures her total.
That looked a little bit better on the replay, actually, but yeah, she needs to take care.
205 kilos for Ludovine Delo of France. Has a PB of 215. Giving us quite the performance straight out the juniors.
Yeah. The top 2 will be a little bit complicated, but as we said earlier, Ivana had total 512.5, so she will need to add 12.5 kilos actually, because she's lighter on body weight in order for her to reach the bronze medal overall. But of course, she has to take care because young man is not that far, as well as the Netherlands lifter. And
yeah, I could see her adding at least 12 kilos onto that. 3 white lights, a good lift.
yeah,
Now, 2 lifts remaining in this first attempt. Marte Jenner now of Norway, the defending champion currently, and probably a lot more
in trouble.
closer, yeah, than she would want to be. 205 kilos. It's a PB of 225.5. Tasman hot on her tail.
Convincing enough.
Yeah, very comfortable opener, 3 white lights. But she has got the slightly lighter deadlift of the 2, so does not have the advantage of seeing how Tasman's going to do. And now, our final opener of the flight, we have Tasman Campbell. Great Britain broke the Masters 1 squat and bench record and is looking to break the total and deadlift record on her opener with 215 kilos. And this is just 7.5 kilos below her best deadlift.
Yeah, and she's about to break the European Master 1 total record by nearly 50 kilos, which is absolutely amazing.
And not only that, she's in contention for the Open title as
Yeah.
well.
Against Mark de Kiener.
Yeah, having an incredible day. Let's see how this moves for her.
Oh, wow. And she's in a great spot. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Yeah, amazing job. And Marte Jenner has jumped 15 kilos, so she's going to have to try and match that jump, which might be hard to do, but again, that's banking on Marte getting it. It was comfortable, but we'll
15
see.
kilo is a lot.
It is a lot, especially as a 69. And very quickly, Ivana Horner is still leading in deadlifts, followed by Campbell and Delo. But very quickly move into second attempts, as deadlifts do move fast. And we have Aleta Roznyai Kovacs, 172.5 kilos.
For the bench press gold medalist with a 122.5 best attempt. Looking to smash her PB, her total PB by 2.5.
Three white lights, a good lift.
182.55 from Jordan Bright of Ireland. Norway and Finland to get ready. Bar is loaded.
Jordan Bright now jumping 12.5 kilos to 182.5, leaving her just 2.5 below her deadlift PB. She's only been competing for 2 years. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, bright future for her, as we said earlier. Stay in the right path and lock this out. 3 white lights, a good lift for the Irish lifter.
Loaded for Sina Belman of Norway.
now have Signa Belden Pavlovic, 182.5 kilos. Three white lights, a good lift, still moving really well.
And both Campbell and Kiener climbing on the overall podium.
Marketa Hayunen now 192.5 kilos. 12.5 kilo jump. Has a bit of a hybrid stance there.
Yeah.
Or frog stance as some people call it.
And it's apparently working for her. A bit of a job, but a good lift. 3 white lights.
Next up we have Romy van Vianen of the Netherlands, 195 kilos for her second. Bar is loaded. Let's get ready.
Romy van Vienen now 195 kilos to match her deadlift PB, and wow, she is having an incredible day of lifting. A very bright future for her.
Wow, and it's still moving pretty well, actually.
Yeah, really great effort.
195, the bar is loaded for Rosalía Vega Las Vegas of Spain.
She's a little far away from the podium right now, but not miles behind. So if not today, then one day soon, I think.
Yeah, for sure, and Ludivine better be doing her second attempt, otherwise she'll be in real trouble.
Yeah, Rosalía Vega Lestegas, 195 kilos, a 10 kilo jump from her opener, leaving her 5 kilos behind her deadlift PB of 200. Yeah, and that didn't slow her down whatsoever.
Yeah, 3 white lights, and she can definitely put 5 to 7.5 more kilos to that.
Austria, the bar is loaded, 200 kilos. Delos and Chen, get ready.
Rafaela Jungmann now 200 kilos for her second attempt, just 2.5 below her personal best. To give you an idea of standards, 200 kilos would move her into 6th on deadlift here in second round.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, we said on her opener it was looking a bit scrappy up towards her lockout, and she just struggled with it there on her second. Let's have a look here, see if we can analyze what went wrong.
Some grip issue, I think.
I don't think it was grip.
Well, yeah, it was a bit of grip and strength issues and some ballast issues as well.
She has another shot of it on her third, but first up we have Ludivine Delo of France, jumping 12.5 kilos to 217.5. Pulls her into deadlift silver for the time being, but more importantly onto the podium.
Yeah, she will push out Ivana of the top 3.
With still a third attempt to go. She is lighter than Ivana. So let's see how this moves.
As we say, it's not out of reach, but it will take some job. Oh, so close.
Wow, she put so much energy into that, and she has another attempt of it, but if it's a strength issue, it's hard to come back from. But with lifters like Ludivine, you know, you've seen them come back from it before. So
I don't know what to think about, to be honest.
We're going to have to wait and see, but
Yeah.
it's a hard comeback there.
Yeah. And Romy right now is just 2.5 kilos behind her. Look at
Yeah,
that.
of course, she's gone up anyway, but had that difficulty with locking out. So both of them in a tricky situation, and that might leave Ivana Horner in bronze overall from the B group.
And that will be that is like an absolutely huge performance
Yeah.
coming for the B group.
Saying, don't forget about me, guys. I'm still here. Broken arm or not.
Yeah, what a warrior.
We now have Mart Jenner. She's added 15 kilos to her opener, and it looked pretty easy for her. 220 kilos for her second attempt, just 5.5 kilos below her best ever. Sitting in gold overall at the moment. This will take her into deadlift silver.
Yeah, and she took it really personal. I mean, look at her face. She's so hyped up right now.
She is defending this title with her life. Let's see how this moves.
All right, 15 kilos. Oh,
Wow.
that moves so well.
Yeah, she's got her game face on now. She knows someone's just behind her. 3 white lights, a good lift. And perhaps she needed that competition to give her a bit of a kick and a boost.
Yeah.
1 second attempt remaining now. And it belongs to Tasmin Campbell of Great Britain, 222.5 kilos, extending the M1 deadlift and total record, but putting that pressure on Jenner. Takes her into deadlift silver, comfortably sitting in silver overall as well. But puts her in reach of gold overall if Jenner misses her third. And that looked, and I know I say this a lot, but that did look easier than her
that looked
opener.
really easy, and she's not out of the race for the win. I'll tell you
Absolutely
that.
not. I was a bit worried when Jenna made that jump 15,
Yeah.
but wow. Tasmin is switched on and ready to chase Jenna.
Oh yeah, and now the coaching staff will be really important.
We will see a lot of attempt changes, I'm sure.
Yep.
And that concludes second round of deadlifts. And Ivana Horner still leading deadlift at 225. Tasmin Campbell 222.5 and Mart Jenner 220. It all comes down to these final deadlifts. Aleta Rosnyai Kovacs, 180 kilos for a matched deadlift PB.
Slightly too heavy for today.
I can tell you, Tasmin's put in 232.5, which gives her 537.5 as a total, as she is heavier than Jenna. So if Jenna misses and Tasmin makes it, it means that Campbell will walk away European champion. But for now, Jordan Bright, 187.5 kilos, a 5 kilo jump from her second for a new personal best. Manages to lock it out. Let's wait for the lights. 3 white lights, a good lift. Eight lifts left till we find out who walks away European champion. Signa Belden Pavlovic now, 187.5 kilos. To end her day strong.
And I tell you that it will be okay, I think so. Oh no, I cursed her, I'm really sorry. But
I
still
think you're
great
right,
day.
just not strong enough today, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But a great effort. Raffaella Jungmann of Austria now, 202.5 kilos. This will be to match her personal best. It will take her to 5th overall on deadlift and on total if she gets this. But not enough for the podium, I'm afraid.
exactly the same as the second attempt.
Yeah, unfortunately, like you said, she had that problem with lockout on her second attempt, and it just happened again on her third. Still walks away with 192.5 though, which is a huge pull.
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting exciting now. I can feel the energy in the room. Marketa Harjunen of Finland, 202.5 kilos. For a new personal best and Finnish record, I imagine, to take home with her, as her PB is 198.
Oh, it's going actually. Oh, she tried her best.
Unfortunately, not quite there today, but a valiant effort.
Next lifter is Rosalia Vega Las Vegas of Spain, also coming up for 202.5. The bar is loaded.
202.5 kilos for a new personal best. A 7.5 kilo jump for Rosalia Vega Lestegas.
Last big pull here, Rosalia. Everything you have.
Yeah, and after that, Amelia, you'll have to make a sum up for all our viewers because it's going to be crazy. 5 lifts left, and you can feel the tension inside the room. Almost there.
Just not there. She smiles anyway. I think she knew. But a good effort. And I think even if she did lock it out, she did get a blue there on the way up. So a good effort. And now, like you said, just a quick summary. I said keep your eye out for Van Vienen, and this is exactly why. She has put on 212.5 kilos, and this will take her into bronze overall. And if Ludovine misses her third pull, she will stay there. So this is for a bronze medal at her first Open Euros. 212.5 kilos. It's a big jump, but she's looked good so far. It's bigger than she's ever deadlifted before for the bronze medal.
And she's able to do that. Come on.
Just too much for her today, unfortunately, but she loses nothing by trying.
Yep. What a great competition, as you said, for Romy. Can't wait to see her on the future.
Absolutely, which means actually Ivana Horner is still sat in bronze.
I wonder if she's here watching the live.
And I can only say that Ludovine is the only person that can take that from her if she makes the lift. She missed on what seemed like strength on her second. Now on her third, Ludovine Delos of France for the bronze medal overall, 217.5 kilos. This takes the bronze off Ivana Horner, who lifted this morning, and it'll be a new personal best. Missed it on what seemed like strength. Can she pull it back here on her third? She gets it moving once again, but unfortunately it's just too much for her, which means Ivana Horner from the B group gets the bronze medal overall.
I think it's the first time that I see this, actually.
She's saying, I'll be in the A group again, don't forget me, because I'm going to medal anyway.
Yeah, and I talked to her yesterday. You know, she was really hyped up about her performance. She wanted to send a message.
And she did, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Now, speaking about messages, we have 2 deadlifts remaining, and it is a battle for the gold. If Jenna makes this, then she is just out of reach, I think, for Tasman, unless Tasman put on 237, I believe.
And she will.
But if she misses this, it gives Tasman the chance to pull for the win. Marta Jenna, this pulls her into deadlift gold, but more importantly, gives her her best shot of staying in gold overall. She's done this weight before. It's just below her PB by half a kilo.
Yeah.
225 kilos on the bar.
Yeah, will the Norwegian rise? We'll see in a couple of seconds.
And she gets it moving. Can she lock it
Whoa,
out?
wow.
Look at that. Manages to hold on to it. And we've seen an attempt change come in.
course.
3 white lights, a good lift. And is it going up or is it going down? That's the question. It's gone up. 237.5 kilos for Tasmin Campbell.
Wow.
Absolutely incredible. Not only, of course, is this an extension of the M1 record, but it is getting just within about 10 kilos of the world open record deadlift in the 69s. This is absolutely incredible. If she makes this, she is the European champion. Forget deadlift gold, she will be the European
we don't care
champion.
about that at this point, right?
She's already in silver overall. This is for the European title. It is a big ask. It's a 15 kilo jump from her second. 237.5 kilos for it all for Tasmin Campbell.
One very last lift. Should she get this?
And it's just too much for her, unfortunately. It was a big ask, but she has nothing to lose. She stays in silver overall. And what an exciting end, and much closer than I think Marta wanted it to be.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. She really sent a strong message to the other lifters, like, hey, I'm in the weight class.
Yeah, and wow, hats off to Tasmin and the British team there. They did an excellent job.
Yeah.
And a quick summary before we head into the 105s. Ivana Horner, who lifted this morning, is in bronze with 512.5.
Cannot believe that.
Tasmin Campbell of Great Britain in silver, put it on for the win, but just too much, 527.5. And your European champion, Marta Jenner, with 540
Yeah.
in gold. What a session. And don't go anywhere, because we have the 105s now, who will be deadlifting and fighting for medals. We'll calm down a little bit for the openers, as I'm sure that's not where the fights are going to be.
But a
But
lot of drama incoming, right?
absolutely. And opening up, we have Youssef El Adlani from Italy, 275 kilos. Now his PB says here it's 350, so this should be easy for him.
And he did hit 350. And of course, like it was nothing. 3 white lights, a good lift for Yusuf.
Next up, 277.5 bars loaded for Luka Lukic of Serbia.
We now have Novak Lukic from Serbia, 277.5 kilos.
A great looking first attempt for Lukic. And of course, 3 white lights.
290 kilos next for Hungary's Eric Mata. Followed by Van der Bogart. Bars loaded.
$290 kilos for Eric Mata from Hungary.
With a very specific deadlift style and a good lift, 3 white lights.
Same weight stays on the bar for Netherlands of Van der Bogart. Bars loaded. Valentina, get ready.
Coming out now, we have Bob the Grind Van den Boogaard.
Yeah, I was about to say Van den Grinders. It's kind of the same.
$290 kilos for his opener.
Yeah, that looks easy.
Which means he can put a lot on from there, because we know he can grind. Now the dark horse himself, Ruben Fuentes Medina, 295 kilos, and I think this is where he misses out somewhat because there's some big deadlifters in this flight.
Yeah.
It moved really well. 3 white lights, a good lift. I was a little worried about his knees for a second there,
Yeah, me
but
too.
I think it was just the angle perhaps. Let's have a look at that here. Clearly all the referees thought it was good,
Yeah.
and that's why they're there and I'm here. $300 kilos for Victor Samuelsson from Iceland.
Let's see what the referee says. 3 white lights, a good lift. He's on the board as well.
315 next for Tony Anderson Amiga. Then 8 to follow. Bars loaded.
And as expected, we're flying through this. We are over halfway through the openers. We have Tony Johansson Amenguel, 315 kilos, fighting for the podium position. There's a few of them in for that.
And it's a good lift again, 3 white lights. So he's on board.
Ben Pate. Bar is loaded to
A lot of
320
lifters close to the podium here will be fighting for it.
Yeah.
We now have Ben Pape from Great Britain, 320 kilos. Nice conservative opener to secure his total. His PB's 355.
He actually hired his opener by 10 kilos. Wow. And of course he did.
Looks like he could have opened it a little higher as well. 3 white lights.
Lightweights.
Yeah, and that pulls him closer to fight for those podium spots.
And maybe more, who knows?
Timo Jacobi now from Germany, 325 kilos.
As well as a contender for the podium.
Yeah, he's looked so strong all day.
Nice and fast.
3 white lights, good lift. He's on the board as well with a 842.5 kilo total. Good enough for the 4th place for the time being.
We now have Dami Fasharanti from Ireland, opening with 330 kilos. Our penultimate opener, followed only by Emil Norling. His PB is 350. So considering the weight class, opening kind of close to it.
Yeah.
This is where he shines. Let's see how 330 moves for him.
That's where you see that the gentlemen from the B group did really well. He will be only 9th after his opener at 330. Wow.
Extremely easy opener there for Dami. 3 white lights, a good lift. I think we're in for a treat come deadlifts.
Sweden, the bar is loaded. And we're straight to second attempt.
Emil Norling, who's not had the best day for him at least.
Yeah, but he's so far heard that.
Yeah, 345 for his opener. He is an incredible deadlifter. Has a PB of 380 kilos, which is incredible. Classic Emil smile at the top,
Yeah,
and a good lift.
but I wonder though, how many kilos can he add in his second attempt?
He is very good at pulling through hard deadlifts. So, you know,
That's right, yeah.
when you can pull 380, I think
Yeah.
those bigger jumps don't hurt you quite as much. And straight away, he jumps to deadlift gold ahead of Mikasic and Pila from the B group, who did incredibly well.
Yeah.
But of course, we have second and third attempts in the A group still to go. Norling is leading. Jacobi and Pate follow, with Fuentes Medina just slightly behind off of the podium. We're in second attempts now, and Novak Lukic from Serbia jumps to 290 kilos. Oh, what a shame. Just loses grip there at the top.
And he says one more time. Yeah. He's pulling on hook style, so sometimes it can happen.
Yeah, and once your grip goes, there's absolutely nothing you can do.
Yeah. .5 kilo jump.
Yeah, Ruben Fuentes Medina, who is in the race for a medal overall, 307.5 kilos for his second attempt. He put the shift in on squat and bench, walked away with squat gold, and I believe a bench medal as well.
Yeah. Silver medal on bench, but now.
Ooh, yeah, and that might cost him. This is exactly what we were kind of concerned about on his opener. He avoided it on his opener, but as it gets heavier, it's a lot harder to do so. Let's have a look at that again. Just look at his knees lock and unlock, and then loses grip. So has a shot of it on his third, but of course that puts him a little bit further off the podium and out the race if he can't come back from it. 310 kilos now for Eric Matter.
Takes his time to set up properly. Oh. Again, a grip issue.
But 2-1, a good lift. I'm a little worried about the jury. Yeah, the jury has overruled that. He just didn't hold on to it quite long enough.
Yeah.
We now have Bob van den Boogaard, 310 kilos, taking a 20 kilo jump from his opener. And his opener was the easiest lift I've seen him have all day.
By far, yeah.
So I can't imagine this will hurt him too much.
Come on, Bob.
Now that might look hard for normal people, but probably about an RP6 for Bob.
Yeah. Maybe a 10 kilo jump. And maybe more, I don't know.
I maybe wouldn't go that far, but
Just for the show.
but a really good job and a
Yeah.
good lift. Victor Samuelson now, 312.5 kilos, 12.5 kilo jump.
What a great job here by Victor.
Yeah, holds position really nicely and a good lift.
320 kilos for Italy's Yusuf El Adlani.
And Youssef El Adlani has made the biggest jump I think I've seen so far in this championships. Is that a 45 kilo jump I see
Yes,
there?
it is. And he will put him to the top 5 with this one.
I mean, his opener was easy, but that is a big jump. It's not just the weight you're going to, it's how you get there sometimes.
Yeah,
You know, so
absolutely.
he has another shot on his third, but meeting somewhere in the middle, maybe a 17.5 kilo jump and then another big jump could have been smarter.
Yeah, I think the strategy was to create a surprise, right? But it's so risky.
Yeah, and his knees did lock quite early, so maybe he can come back for that.
Yeah.
Tony Johansson and Mengel now, 335 kilos. A comparably small 20 kilo jump. But in no means small, objectively.
Wow.
Yeah, he is an excellent puller, and that takes him into bronze overall for the time being. It's a really tight race, and it will be until the last pull. And an athlete who has his name in the hat for that follows Tony. Jumping 20 kilos from his opener, we have Ben Pape from Great Britain, 340 kilos. He has a PB of 355. And this pulls him from 4th overall into silver overall.
Yeah, with an 862.5 total.
And also just 10 kilos behind Norling currently. So if he slips up, Pape is right there.
Yeah. And he is indeed right here.
Yeah, he's on good form today. 3 white lights, a good lift. That, of course, is bearing in mind that Norling hasn't taken his second, and he can afford to take pretty hefty jumps.
Yeah. Yeah, basically with his second attempt, Norling will be, of course, European champion.
We now have Timo Jacobi from Germany, 342.5 kilos, and this puts him pretty comfortably, keeps him pretty comfortably in bronze overall, but puts him in deadlift silver for the time being, with Fasharanti and Norling to follow.
Once again, a really easy looking second attempt. And he hasn't missed a single lift yet. 8 on 8 so far for the German lifter. He is, from now on, the bronze medalist, waiting, of course, for the other opponents step on the platform, but in good shape.
Yeah, and he was nominated 4th, but just by a kilo off of the podium, so he's fighting to change that.
Yeah.
We now have Dami Fasharanti from Ireland, jumped 25 kilos over his personal best of 350 to 355. This takes him into deadlift gold ahead of Norling for the time being, with Norling to follow. And from 8th overall to 5th.
And not that far from Amangol.
Let's see what the 25 kilos did to him here. Bit speechless here in the commentary booth.
Yep.
3 white lights, good lift.
We'll just have to wait for his third attempt because the second one looked really easy and comfortable.
Bit far off to pull for podium, but definitely can pull himself up the rank potentially. Now 360 kilos for Emil Norling, and like you said, if he gets this, and deadlift is kind of his speciality here, he puts himself in a great position to keep the title of European champion. And I mean, that being 20 kilos under his max, it's expected. 3 white lights, a good lift. And already with his second attempt, he's given himself an 887.5 total. The fight now is for silver between Jacobi and Pape. And then who will get bronze? That's the question. You can see here, 887.5 for Norling, Pape 862.5, and just behind Jacobi with 860. Now we know, I think, who's going to be on the podium, which 3, but we don't know who's going to be in silver and who'll be in bronze. You won't have to wait long to find out. But now we have Novak Lukic, 295 kilos, missed his second, went up 5 anyway.
Once again, the grip.
Yeah, but seems in good spirits. Had a great day otherwise.
Yep.
Ruben Fuentes Medina is jumping up to 315.
And I will correct myself quickly because Fuentes Medina's not out the race. He did miss his second, but he's gone up anyway as a Hail Mary to try and get onto the podium. Of course, with Jacobi and Pape to follow. He's impressed us all day long.
Yeah.
315 kilos is more than he's ever lifted before, and this will pull him onto the podium ahead of Pape and Jacobi. Oh, so close, but just not there today, unfortunately. But he still walks away with squat gold and bench silver,
Yeah.
which is a
Absolutely,
huge
yeah.
achievement. Yeah,
Especially in this weight class, I mean.
it's so competitive.
Yeah.
And he was so close to that podium. 3:15 for Bob van den Boogaard there from the Netherlands. I think that seems like the right jump based on his second.
Yeah, you were right. You said 5 kilo.
That is so impressive. Oh, we finally found a grind too hard for Bob,
Yeah.
but a great day he's had.
Oh,
I think he went 8 for 9 in the end.
I think so. Yeah. 8 for 9. Yeah, because 8 on yeah, in a great matchup, for Bob.
We have 8 lifts remaining. First of which we have Eric Matter. Didn't get his 310 on his second, has jumped 10 kilos anyway to 320. Seeing a lot of this in this weight class. Missing second, going up anyway. Just not there today, unfortunately. Hurdles over the bar to say thank you to the referees.
A classy move.
It is very respectful,
Yeah.
although now coating the referee's hands with chalk. So you give some, you take some. 322.5 kilos for Victor Samuelsson from Iceland. A 10 kilo jump to match his personal best.
Yeah, and to reach this 800 total kilos milestone.
It's a nice round number to end on.
Yeah. Oh, what a great effort, actually.
Spoke too soon there, unfortunately, but it was a great effort
was a
regardless
great
of the
effort, yeah.
outcome. Now, you want to hear something funny? We have Yusuf Al Adlani now. He opened at 275, jumped 45 kilos, missed it. He still jumped another 15 kilos. So 60 kilos from his opener to his third if he gets it. If he misses it, he loses out on 60 kilos. But he's coming out for it anyway, and what a comeback it would be. Like we said, his PB is 350, so hopefully something he can do.
Yep.
335, a 60 kilo jump from his opener.
It's not even a Hail Mary, it's an hallelujah at this point. Yeah, but I mean, it was worth a try though, because
It would have taken him all the way to fourth overall.
yeah,
You've got to respect the guts on him.
yeah, totally.
Third in deadlift, 347.5 kilos.
Okay, now we get into the interesting part
Yeah.
of the battles. We have Tony Johansson and Mengel now, not fighting for that podium position anymore, but he is fighting for a deadlift medal. This is to pull him into deadlift bronze for the time being, with 4 lifters to follow. 347.5 kilos, 2 and 3 below his personal best, 12.5 kilos from his second for the bronze medal. Oh, and there we go.
It was actually a decent third attempt. And of course a good lift, 3 white lights. What a great competition for Tony. Finishing with an 855 kilo total, as you said, Emilia, good enough for a full place.
Third. Bar is loaded for Ben Page of
The bar is now loaded for Ben Pape of Great Britain. 350 kilos, a 10 kilo jump, pulls him into deadlift bronze, but more importantly, defends that silver position. Overall, his PB is 355, so it's a weight he's done before, and we hope he can do it again today. He's got a snazzy setup there. 350 kilos, deadlift bronze, protecting the silver overall from Jacobi. Oh, and look at that. He's made hard work for Jacobi, who's lighter. 3 white lights, a good lift. He's done what he can, and all he can do is wait now. He's going to end up with a medal overall, but we don't know yet if it's silver or bronze. And all he can do is wait to see what Jacobi does.
Yeah, one of the last soldiers standing into the battlefield.
Timo Jacobi from Germany, 355 kilos to take him into deadlift silver, but more importantly, to overtake Ben Pape from bronze overall to silver overall. This is more weight than he's ever pulled before, but what a time to do it if he can. Yeah. He's looked strong all day.
Oh yeah, 8 on 8 so far, a perfect match for the German lifter.
355 kilos for the silver medal.
Oh, it's actually going. Will he lock this out?
Oh! And it was so close, but unfortunately he just misses out on that, which actually means he lands off of the podium if Fasciaranti makes this next lift, but it is a big one.
Yeah, 375 loaded on the bar for the Irish lifter.
And as you said, there are 2 lifts remaining, first of which we have Dami Fasciaranti from Ireland, jumping 20 kilos. And you know what? His second looked good for it, but it's 20 kilos more than he's ever done before. 375 to give him deadlift gold for the time being, but to also pull him onto the podium as a Hail Mary here.
He was so far at the beginning of the deadlift session, and he covered so much ground.
Yeah, it's the benefit of being a big puller here.
Wow.
You can wait till the last minute.
Yeah.
375 for Dami Fasciaranti to pull himself onto the podium here at the European Championships. And he gets it moving. Oh my goodness! We wait for the lights. 3 white lights. He pulls himself onto the podium at the last second, and worth that celebration. Bronze overall. Has to go back for his belt. Wow. What a turnaround there.
Yeah.
Jacobi thrown off the podium by Fasciaranti.
What a match.
Absolutely incredible. And we're not done yet. We have one deadlift remaining already. Your European champion, two-time European champion, Emil Norling from Sweden, 377.5 kilos. This is a huge amount of weight and
yeah.
still not his PB.
Yeah.
This will give him deadlift gold again. And I think put him in a good shot and a good position for best lifter overall, perhaps.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
But 377.5 kilos. Wow. He's not stopped yet. He's still going.
No! Are you kidding me?
Oh, I don't think he quite locked that
was
out, unfortunately.
So close though.
Still your European champion, but not deadlift gold, unfortunately. I think he just wanted to try snatch that one back at the end.
And can you imagine that Norling not being on gold medal position at the deadlift?
Absolutely insane. Move over Norling, there's a new deadlifter in town.
Wow.
That is absolutely incredible. And let's look at the deadlift results first. Ben Pape in bronze with 350, just beating Johansson and Menguau. In silver, Emil Norling, never thought I'd say that for
Me
deadlift.
neither.
Fasciaranti from Ireland, 375, taking deadlift gold and the bronze medal because of that. Let's look at the totals. We have Fasciaranti from Ireland with that amazing 375 pull, putting him in bronze with 862.5, just ahead of Jacobi. We have Ben Pape in silver with 872.5 kilos, and your European champion with 887.5, 15 kilos ahead, Emil Norling from Sweden. Wow, both of those sessions were incredible.
I mean, that was really an exceptional session. I expected that, but not at this point.
Yeah, that was the more than we could have ever hoped for.
Yeah.
And we will be going through to the medal ceremony now, where we will see the well-deserved athletes collect their medals. Don't go anywhere. We will see you then, and tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. local time for the 76 and 120 B groups.
Thank you very much.
See you then.
Congratulations, gentlemen. On number 2, bench press. Was very dominating this event and taking over the bronze with 205 kilos was Norway's Torgeir Hansen. With the same weight, the slightly lighter on board retaining silver, Ruben Fuentes and Dino Spade. And your gold medalist in bench press with 207.5 kilos was Sweden's Daniel Borling. Congratulations, gentlemen. On number 2 deadlift event. In bronze medal position with a 350 kilo deadlift was Ben Hayes of Great Britain. It was time battle for the gold medal, coming in second place with a 360 kilo deadlift, taking home silver was Sweden's Emil Norling. And with a fantastic final goal of 375 kilos, your gold medalist in deadlift for Ireland, Laura Chapty. Congratulations, gentlemen. On to the overall awards. In third place, taking home bronze with an 862.5 kilo total was Ireland's Laura Chapty. Your silver medalist with an 872.5 kilo total, Great Britain's Ben Hayes. And finishing on an 887.5 kilo total, your new European champion in the 105 category is Sweden's Emil Norling. Ladies and gentlemen,